Welcome to 7 Pot Club. I'm Rob.
I grow hot peppers.
We're in the unfinished basement of our 105-year-old house. Today I want to show you our grow room setup. Then we're going to begin the process of transplanting our young seedlings to larger pots. We'll give you a brief tour of our new setup and then get right to planting. Let's get started. Our old setup was not too camera friendly, so we cleared out a corner of the basement for this year's seedling season. Still pretty rustic, but it's a plant nursery, not a hospital. We've installed new stainless steel tables and a rolling cart. LED grow light technology has been improving every year and the prices have been coming down, so we also sprung for a couple of new 1,000-watt bad boys to supplement our existing lights. We look forward to seeing how the plants like them. The fans sure produce a great deal of noise, and viewed from outside at night, they emit a pretty ominous glow. Time to demo one of my favorite new grow room features. Alexa, turn on grow.
Okay.
I've replaced our old-fashioned light timer with the GE Z-Wave smart switch. Like the rest of our home lighting, it's paired with our Wink Hub 2. I set the on-off schedule in the Wink app, and I've also paired it with the Alexa app for instant voice control. Pretty slick. Alexa, turn off grow.
Okay.
It's been 4 weeks since we planted our hot pepper seeds, and the seedlings are looking healthy. Quite a few of them are ready to leave the land of their birth and upgrade to a spacious 3-inch plastic pot. Today we'll start that process. In a couple of months, they'll get transplanted yet again and live out their adult lives in our front yard, either in the ground or in one of our large collection of ceramic and plastic pots, now patiently waiting for spring in the garage.
Let's start transplanting. Here I have a tub of moisture control potting mix. I'm going to add a little perlite and mix thoroughly. I know there is already some perlite in this mix, but I'd like to add a little bit more just to ensure good drainage. This potting mix is quite moist, and I'm wearing gloves so my hands will remain clean and I won't get mud all over my camera. We rely on our seedling charts to determine what variety we're transplanting. If you watched our previous video, you know how we mark the trays so it's easy to consult the chart and know which variety is planted in which seedling tray segment. I've printed out a few extra copies of the charts, which I'll use for labels on the pots. I sometimes transplant 3 seedlings from one segment, which is why I need extra copies. I just cut out the labels with scissors and tape them to the pots. Sometimes I attach the label before I plant the seedling, and sometimes I do it after. Shouldn't matter as long as you're careful to match them up correctly. Just don't forget to label each and every pot, or you'll be growing some mystery peppers you may never be able to definitively identify. I'll fill the pot with mix and create a depression in the center for the seedling. I'll turn the tray upside down and squeeze to release the seedling. Now I'll place it in the pot and tamp down the mix around it, adding a little more if necessary. That was fun. Let's do another. Sometimes, there are 2 or more viable seedlings in a segment, and I might want to transplant them all. Prepare the pots first, then gently separate the seedlings. The roots are likely intertwined, so you might feel some resistance and a tearing sensation when you separate them. Don't worry, they can handle it. Drop each seedling into its waiting pot and finish the process. Rise and shine. Now it's the next morning, and as you can see, the transplants have perked up and are enjoying their new digs. I'll try and transplant at least one tray every day. I'll show you my progress in next week's installment. The last thing on this week's agenda is thinning. It's going to take us a week or two to transplant a couple of hundred seedlings, and the seedling trays are getting a little crowded. We don't have enough grow room to raise to maturity each and every seedling that sprouted from our initial planting. So we have to thin the herd and get rid of the ones we're not going to plant. I carefully chop them off with scissors. Don't yank them out or you could disturb the roots of the plants you want to keep. Don't make rash decisions. On your first pass, only remove the seedlings you're sure you don't want to grow. Make your final decision just before you transplant.
Thanks for watching. Here we are in the pepper garden. Today is March 5th, and you can see why our plants are going to be quite happy to remain indoors until conditions improve. Please subscribe so you won't miss any of the new videos. We'll be adding one each week. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments and we'll try to answer them in next week's video. Now I think I'll head back inside. For 7 Pot Club, I'm Rob.